Prime Minister Emeritus Raila Odinga should also consider being nominated in Yala. And Honorable Speaker, such a nomination will not only bestow honor on a leader who has been a Prime Minister in Kenya, but also dissuade him from what I have seen him trying to do in the recent past, attending the Bunge la Mwananchi forums at Jivanji Gardens. It is more honorable for Raila Odinga to be attending the East African Legislative Assembly other than Bunge la Mwananchi. And I am not saying this, Honorable Speaker, in any way to belittle Bunge la Mwananchi. Bunge la Mwananchi is a good place to engage with Kenyans. But Raila Odinga is the last person to pretend to be engaging with Kenyans and giving 20,000 shillings to Bodaboda riders. It is actually an insult because it is him and Uhuru Kenyatta who led those Bodaboda riders to the state of the economy where Kenya is in today. Therefore, I want to encourage our brothers and our sisters in ODM and the ODM leadership, please consider nominating the Honorable Raila Odinga, the Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, and beyond that, Honorable Speaker, beyond Iyala, Honorable Speaker, it is probably time, as a House, we started thinking of how we engage our national leaders who lose in national elections. It is probably time we started thinking, how do we engage the caliber of leaders like Kalonzo Musyoka, Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga in our national conversations, and probably think of how we would even create the position of a leader of opposition, and that will give them a forum other than seeing the stature of Raila Odinga with Babu Owino, the Honorable Babu Owino and the Honorable TJ Kajwang in Jivanji, the next day in Kariobangi, I hear tomorrow, the other day will be in Kibra, inciting Kenyans. And let me tell you, Honorable Millie Odhiambo, you can shout from your seat. You can shout from your seat, but the issues I'm raising are pertinent issues. And I would encourage you, Millie Odhiambo, instead of shouting from your seat, engage with your leader in ODM to know what measures, what legislative measures would you bring to this assembly to deal with the question of the food prices in Kenya and the cost of living. Because it is not enough to incite Kenyans out there. It is better to use your leadership positions to bring agendas before the House that will improve the lot. Honorable Speaker, I know the Honorable Oudo is shouting relevance from his seat because I know how it feels to lose an election. Honorable Oudo, I know how it feels to lose an election, and the people that led you to lose that election are now enjoying themselves, like President Uhuru Kenyatta is enjoying himself in retirement, having misled Raila Odinga into a trap to believe there was something called a deep state and a system that never existed. But the same Uhuru Kenyatta is the one, together with his handshake brother, who got this economy to where it is. Therefore, you cannot be pretending to be crying with the Kenyans that whose tears you're actually dancing on the tears of Kenyans that you led to where they are. It is the state capture that was perpetuated by the handshake brothers and the handshake government that has destroyed our economy, destroyed our country, and now you pretend that you will go and incite Kenyans in Jivanji, in Kariobangi, in Mathare, incite Kenyans, but Kenyans are more intelligent than you think. Kenyans know you are attempting to incite them. Kenyans are patient, and Kenyans will be patient to give this government an opportunity to resuscitate the dying economy that you killed. And no amount of shouting will deter us. Anyway, the Honorable Speaker, I now beg to reply and encourage our colleagues to nominate our leaders emeritus to the Yala Assembly. I want to encourage the Honorable Raila Odinga to apply. And the Honorable Anjukumu here, you must consider Raila